Just me building an office chair. That's what we're doing right now. You want to come along, hang out, chat? So, for the past 5 years, I have been doing all of my editing, either my personal editing for YouTube or like my professional stuff for weddings, on my trusty little Lenovo laptop while seated on a dining room chair that we got from either a thrift store or a garage sale. I'm not sure which one. We found ones that almost looked like they could be a matching set at the 2 different places, and we got both of them. So that's what I've been sitting on for my past 5 years of editing. One of these. This is what I have been sitting upon as I edit. Turns out this isn't great for your posture. So since we have just done a wonderful thing and upgraded from my little editing laptop to a full-blown editing computer that my husband built, we figured it was only right for me to have an upgrade in the sitting part of life as well, so that I can have better posture and not, just be a hunched over velociraptor looking sort of situation as I'm sitting at the computer for hours and hours at a time a day, I wasn't really aware of how really bad my posture was until I started streaming. Twitch.tv, Silent Moon, self-promo. And as I'd look in the camera to see, what I was looking like as I was playing the games or whatever, I would just be here, hunched shoulders, neck craned up at the screen. I was like, this is not a good look. No wonder I'm in so much pain, by the end of the day when I'm done editing. There's a second box inside the first box. It's been a while since I've built any form of furniture too, so I just thought, bring you guys along. Have a good time. Why not? We got A75. I think this is probably the back of the chair. This one also says A75. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it's the bottom of the chair. A third box! How exciting! Oh, this piece is heavy. I think the entire weight of the chair is in this piece right here. You guess what this is? I think it's the base of the chair. What is the second box for? Why did they... There's no... Probably structural integrity. Thank you, boxes. You've done your work. Stay. How much you willing to bet the instructions are in the smallest box? Dramatic. I was right. We got us some wheels. Those go on the base, I'm sure. We got us armrests, maybe? I think these are armrests. These are the instructions. Whoop, there they go. We didn't need instructions. We need instructions. A little card telling me to have an amazing day. Love that. I think this is a hydraulics thingy. Is that the right word? And nicely labeled bolt parts, screws, and the like. Love it. Where to start? Step 1 is put the wheels on the base, or casters as they are actually called. Boop. So the hardest part, I think, about putting casters on things is that part where you just gotta pop them in there. Because they're all like spinny and wobbly, you know? And you know you gotta push them in there hard. But they want to get away from you. That's my experience, at least. Haha. Works nicest to press on the little flat spot in between the wheelie bits. Someone doesn't want to go in. There we go. I feel like casters are always the worst part. Woo! We got a rollie. Step 2. Insert the gas lift into the base. That's this thing. I told you it was something. Which direction is down? Button up, flat side down. Boop. Step 3. Tighten the aligned bolts and washers into holes on the base using a screwdriver. They included this little sort of screwdriver thing. So we need the base. Whew. Everything is wrapped in bubble wrap. I appreciate that. I didn't want it getting broken on the way here. Haha. There's just a large pile of things over there. It's great. I think this is gonna be comfy. All right, we need y'all. Let's read through. Should have read them through first. Make sure we weren't missing anything. Serious tip here. Whenever you're doing something with instructions, it's always a better idea to read through the instructions first so you can see what the whole progression of things is going to be so that nothing blindsides you as you're going through it. If you just start at the beginning and just take each step as it comes, you might miss something that you could have done to make it easier or, yeah. So I really should have read this through first, but I'm filming a video. It's more fun this way. Find bolts K and washers N. Other K bolts are N washers. Where do these go? Can you see what I'm doing? No? Oh, there you go. Seems odd to be adding the bolts without attaching anything. It's because it wants me to attach the armrests here. It just doesn't say that. We're smart. We figured it out. This is why we talk things through out loud. Yeah, I was like, why are we just screwing bolts into this for no apparent reason? You'd think you'd be attaching something here. Yeah, we're attaching the armrests. That's how these attach. It's fine. We got there. How do you tell which way's forwards? You guys like building your furniture? I feel like there's something that's a lot of fun about it. You get to feel semi-competent, like, hey, look at me. I'm able to put things together. I can follow step-by-step instructions and create my own masterpiece. You know, as I say that, I realize there's an L written on this armrest, which means this one is the left armrest, not the right armrest where I'm putting it. See, there's an answer to all the questions I'm asking. I'm just not finding them before I start doing things. Yep. Makes you feel smart and accomplished building things. Oh yeah. Front. What? Are you sure that's the front? All right, I'm gonna trust you, but this is not the front. That doesn't count. So look, we got this sticker here that says front. It's pointing to this edge. Which means when you'd sit on it, it would be like this. Which I guess works. Let's check. I have no idea. We're gonna trust the sticker. We'll trust it. Front. Which means left. You are the left, right? Yeah. You are the left, correct? It's probably a correct way to do this, but this seems to be going nicely. When you're tightening down your bolts, don't do one as hard as you can and then do the others, because that would end up with it being uneven. You should semi-tighten them all down and then go back and give them a little extra tightening. Oh yeah, we're full of energy today. You can hear it in my voice. In theory, this is correct. Come along, friend. Let me free you from your bubble wrap prison. It's better to have an R on the bottom of it. It does. Perfect. I wasn't misunderstanding that. To my corner. The recesses of my corner I go. I know this is like a very random video idea, but I do think there is value in just sharing those everyday parts of life. Like, we all have to build something at one juncture or another. Why not do it together the best we can, as we're all kind of separate still, but hope on the horizon in 2021. Okay. Step 4. Place the control mechanism onto the assembly. Push it into place following the direction of the arrow in the manner shown below. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not finding this super, clear and understandable. We'll figure it out. Now, they don't spell it out for you explicitly because they believe you have general comprehension skills, but I think they mean the control assembly goes on the bottom of the chair. Where else would it go, right? This is the heavy thing. This one has a nice sticker that says front, pointing that away too, which is great. Push the control mechanism onto the assembly. That's just a headrest. I'm sure that's the back. It's got to just mean this, yeah? Front and front. I'm going to listen to those. Push it into place following the direction of the arrow in the manner shown below. So in the picture, it's just on the floor still. Wait, no. Yes. Okay. So you're pulling up on this little lever system here and pushing this forwards. Did it. I think that's all I had to do with that. Okay. Step 5. Align and tighten the bolts, spring lock washers and washers into holes on the base using a screwdriver. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that these bigger holes here are supposed to line up with these little knobbies sticking out of this here. We'll adjust it so that front is with front, because that would make sense, right? That seems to line up, so we're going to say that that is correct. Lines up close enough. It's not perfect, but I don't think there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else on this that it could line up with. So we need bolt L, spring lock washer P, regular washer O. So we got 4 of them. That's the right number. Bolt, spring lock, spring lock washer, regular washer. And we line it up. Step 6. Place 2 bolts and corresponding washers into the chair and tighten. Oh, I wanted you to do the back ones first and then the front ones. I just did them in a circle. It's fine. Backwards time! So it's got like this cool mesh situation happening here. So it's definitely like more office chair vibes than like, say, a gamer chair. But it's also cheaper and still really good quality chair. So remove the protective cardboard. I have decided to agree with the stickers that this is in fact the front, because the holes for the bolts for the backrest are on this side. So the stickers did know what they were talking about. Hello.
Hello.
You want to come help?
You need help?
It'd be easier to do this part with a second person.
Okay.
I just hold it so it's lined up against it.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that. Hard to do that on my own. The power of teamwork. This is so much easier with two people. I'm sure there's a way to do it by myself. I don't need to prove that I am a strong, independent woman. I could be if I needed to. But why do extra work if you don't have to? I should include the washers. I was just so excited that it was lined up correctly. I forgot about the washers. This whole thing has been a journey of me figuring out the right thing to do after first attempting the wrong thing. It's great. Step 8. Lower the seats onto the gas lift.
Yeah, I suppose we'll find out. Here, you can lift if you want to line up.
Aw, teamwork. Slowly lower. Tilt back. There you go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Step 9. Place headrest at the top of the seat back. Here's the last step. Ah. You know, it doesn't say to screw it in, but I've got extra screws and stuff. The instructions are fun. They kind of just skip over some things. So the step about attaching the armrests didn't actually have the words attach the armrest. It was just like tighten the bolts into the holes on the base of the thing. And I started like putting the bolts in. I'm talking out loud. I'm like, seems weird that you would just have to screw the things in. Like, you'd think it would have come assembled like that. And I was like, wait a minute. It wants me to be attaching the arms right now. It just didn't say that in words. Hiding behind a chair. Well, awesome. Chair. You got slidey armrests. You short little Heather. Flip the handle clockwise to activate the seat tilt function. Lock into the preferred seat position by flipping the handle counterclockwise. Rotate the handle clockwise to increase the back tilt tension. To decrease the back tilt tension, rotate the handle counterclockwise. Put the handle up to adjust seat height. This handle controls angle of the back of the chair. Okay, so what are you doing? I figured it out. I have a chair. Oh, down I go. Warning, failure to follow these instructions may result in serious injury. This product is for sitting only. Do not stand on the seat.
Okay, here, let's see.
Okay, so we're currently...
Okay, so in the lowest position, it's the same as this.
Yeah, so it's going to be better.
Oh, yeah. I get to see quite a bit.
My feet don't even touch the ground now.
Yeah.
I have a real chair. To the office.
In the base it is.
I have a real chair. I don't know how to end this. I think this will be good for my posture, though. I built a chair. I have a chair now. Hopefully, I won't have a neck in pain as much. Thanks for joining me building a chair. What's your favorite thing to build? Love you guys. See you next time. That's my outro today.